Hello everybody, welcome to another true review. Today I'm bringing you Party Hard on the Xbox One, which came out today. I think it's going to be priced around the £10 mark on the UK marketplace. Not sure of US pricing, but probably about $12.99 I would guess, based on conversion rates and everything else. So what we have with Party Hard is we have what I call a novelty game. Now you play as a man who just simply wants to go to sleep, but he's been kept awake till all hours in the morning by his neighbours partying, and he decides to have enough. He snaps and he goes round to the next door neighbour's house and basically murders them. No way of getting around there, and that's the idea of the game. Because he doesn't just stop there, he seeks out parties and he wants to get rid of all those party goers and make sure they party for the last time by any means necessary, whether it be from his basic stab attack to sabotaging various equipment around the party, such as speakers, poisoning the drink or the food. Other traps include sabotaging cookers. We have even sabotaging motor vehicles so they go out of control and plough through various partygoers. Even things such as funny as like slapping a horse so it kicks out its back legs and kicks a person to death. Quite a unique range of ways to dispatch the partygoers, and you have to do this without being spotted by the police. Well, you try not to anyway, because obviously the amount of partygoers on the screen, which sometimes number over 60, it's very difficult not to get spotted at times. Should you get spotted, the partygoer will make a run for the phone. They'll ring the police up, and then the police will come after you. Now you've got two options. You can either outrun the police just basically by running away from them, which the policeman will give up after a certain amount of time. But the problem with that is each subsequent officer will have more determination to catch you and will chase you for a lot longer. The other way, which is more consistent and more successful, is to use a shortcut. Unfortunately, you can't abuse these shortcuts, because once a shortcut is used, a character dressed like Mario comes along and hammers closed the shortcut, so you can't use it anymore. I mean, speaking about the Mario character in the game, there is quite a lot of cameos in the game as well. There's partygoers dressed as Darth Vader, there's ones dressed as Ronald McDonald. There's even events that happen throughout the levels as well, such as in the first level in the house party. Sometimes there's a secret meth lab there which gets raided by a SWAT team. In the casino level, for example, sometimes you get visited by aliens. A big UFO flies above the casino and beams alien dressed partygoers down into the party, which you also have to dispatch. So there's various different random encounters that happen on each of the game's levels, and also the on-screen layout and setup of the traps, or even the traps themselves, do change from playthrough to playthrough. So it just tries to keep it fresh. Well, the ultimate goal of murdering everybody on the level does stay the same, really, and that's why I call it a novelty game, because it basically shows its idea and its whole kind of gameplay in the first few minutes of the game. It doesn't change throughout, and that's probably the game's biggest weakness, really, because there's very little replayability value to the actual game once you come each and every time that you play the game. Now, graphically, it's a nice kind of like top-down 3D kind of perspective, pixelated graphics. They're bright and colourful, everything's clearly defined. There's quite a lot of different character models for the partygoers, which is nice to see, and you can make out the majority of what everything is. Sound-wise is the game's strongest point. It's got a great partying, thumping kind of house party kind of soundtrack, which suits the game really, really well, and it does vary from level to level and fits with the entire theme of the game. Achievement wise, it's a pretty decent list, to be honest with you. There's ones for natural progression, there's ones that are challenging, such as not getting spotted or hiding all the bodies on a level, things such as that, which will take a little bit of work to do. There's a few random ones as well where you have to wait for certain things to appear on levels to actually get, but overall a fairly achievable list if you are willing to put the effort in to try and get them, to be honest with you. So overall then, I'm going to give Party Hard a 6 out of 10, and the reason for that is, like I say, it is a novelty game. It's a one-trick pony. Once you have seen what the game's got to offer, it doesn't really change that much. You probably will work your way through all the parties and experience everything the game's to offer, but you probably wouldn't necessarily come back to the game again, because like I say, it doesn't change things up enough through the levels. There is some secret characters to unlock, which are usually attached to meeting certain criteria or by meeting certain achievement requirements, and those characters do offer a little bit of gameplay variety. There's a complete master maniac with a chainsaw. There's a cop who doesn't get called out for carrying bodies around. There's a female character who actually you play as in the story mode for a few missions, who instead of stabbing people, she kicks them and knocks them unconscious. Then you can do with them what you want to, without drawing attention as such. So they do offer a little bit of variety, but like I say, it is a pretty niche novelty title, but it's still very, very fun to play, and I will recommend it is to be checked out, to be honest with you. So I'm gonna give Party Hard a solid 6 out of 10. Really enjoyed it, but like I said, lack of replayability factor is really a big problem for the game. So thanks for watching, guys. Please remember to follow me on my various social media pages. It does help me build the channel and get these reviews to you as quickly as possible. And thanks for watching. I'll catch you on the next one.